All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from the Lone Pine Brewing Company, and they're out of both Portland and Gorham, Maine, and this is their OJ. So this is a double IPA that comes in at 8.1% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This beer is approximately 3.5 weeks old. I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to the guys over at Nerdsense, Shaun and Mike, for hooking me up with this one. I'll post a link in the description box to not only their channel, but the beer mail unboxing video I did of all the goodies they sent my way. I truly do appreciate it, guys. If you guys haven't checked out Nerdsense, I recommend doing so. On top of being just great individuals with awesome content, the atmosphere on their channel is very vibe, chill, relaxing. So if that seems like something that would interest you, go over there and check out their content because it's pretty damn good. Anyway, I've never had anything from Lone Pine. I've heard pretty good things about them. And considering that the name of this beer is OJ and it has an orange slice on the label, pretty sure they're going for a big juicy double IPA. On the back here, they have a little spiel. It says, fresh squeezed American hops packed into a pure citrus juice box, 0% fruit. Fresh, never frozen, not from concentrate, unfiltered, unpasteurized, because all good things are wild and free. Keep refrigerated. Hoppy beers are better fresh. Live yeast may settle. So I did roll this already, and it's go time. I just want a big juicy double IPA, and hopefully they will deliver here. I'm into it. Let's give it a nice pour here. That does not look as, I guess, let me give it a little swirl. I mean, I did roll it. And it's definitely, unfiltered. I just thought it would have, a nice opaque look to it. I mean, it's definitely hazy. Let me take that back. It's definitely hazy. Give you guys a look. It's hazy. It has this bright, vibrant, like yellow-orange color. Yeah, it's very vibrant. Oh my God, it's almost like glowing. I don't know how it's gonna come off on camera, but like in person, it's glowing. About a finger of a bright, fluffy white head. Somewhat soapy looking, but yeah, it plays the role of an unfiltered double IPA. It's not as opaque or as turbid and murky as I was expecting. But man, I can smell the hops from there. Oh my Lord, it's like a foot away from my face, and yeah, that's straight. Wow, that's like tangerine, tangelo, grapefruit, orange, all the citrus. Honestly, and it could be my mind, looking at the label, OJ, orange slice, so on and so forth. This definitely has a huge, more so than the vast majority of beers I've had lately, has a huge, like straight on OJ or citrus juice quality to the nose. I don't think they're using any lactose in here, but a little bit of vanilla, like an orange creamsicle vibe. There's like an orange peel, like a sweet orange peel vibe, but there's always like an orange pith too, like a little bit of rindiness, a little bit of bitterness, acidity too to the nose. It's not just straight juice. It's kind of like fresh squeezed orange juice, honestly. I am not getting anything else. This is all citrus juice, nothing else. I mean, I can tell you it's beer to an extent. There is like a slight, like crackery, biscuity malt profile underneath, but that's way in the back. It just smells like pure on, like OJ. It really does. No pun intended, or maybe so. Anyway, cheers everybody. Thanks again, Shaun and Mike. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Wow, that's real nice. The aftertaste is fucking great. Right up front, it's OJ. It is. It's orange juice. It's grapefruit. It's like a orange grapefruit. If you ever bought like orange grapefruit juice mix, but not with like the substantial sweetness. There is a sweetness there. It's like fresh squeeze, so it's sweet, but no sugar added. And that's the first thing that hits me is it passes through the palate. That orange rind, the orange pith, that kind of hits, and it finishes with this really nice, like semi-dry finish and a moderate bitterness. So it balances out the sweetness and the orange characters up front and leaves you with a nice dry, moderately bitter finish. So it makes it infinitely more drinkable. Like I want to keep on going back because there is a semi-dry finish and there's a bitterness on the back. I want to kind of replenish it. Mouthfeel for 8.1%, medium, slightly higher than medium, so it is a bit thin, all things considered, but I've mentioned this plenty of times before. I don't mind when my double IPAs drink more like a regular IPA or a sub 8% beer, and that's kind of what this one's doing. The mouthfeel, they're not using lactose. They're probably not using a shit ton of oats. They might be using some oats, maybe torrefied wheat or whatever. So there is a ever so slight softness, but this one's more effervescent, more spritzy on the tongue. Just has a moderate bite of carbonation to it. I could only tell you this is 8.1% because the intensity of the flavors, not because I'm getting any of the alcohol astringency on the palate. Yeah, this is, you know what this is to me? This is like a fridge beer, like an everyday drinking double IPA. I know that sounds weird, but if I wanted something that I don't want to think too much about, there's not tons of complexity to it. It's kind of 1 or 2 notes, but very refreshing and easy to drink at 8.1%. This is the beer I'd go to. For me, it's drinking like exactly what it wants to be. And what it wants to be is a double IPA that has big orange juice or citrus juice qualities. And that's what it's coming off as me, or coming off as for me. And there's nothing wrong with that in the least. I'm actually digging this quite a bit. My initial impressions or reactions were like, oh, this is pretty good, quite tasty. But now I'm drinking on it anymore. I think it's a little bit better than that. So rating on OJ from the Lone Pine Brewing Company, I'm going to give this a 4.25 out of 5. If this was available locally, this would be like have a 4-pack in your fridge at all times. If you're craving a double IPA but don't want to go with something that, you have to sit there and pick out 17 different flavors, or, there's 25 adjuncts in it, this is the one for you. Certainly would be the one for me. And yeah, it's fucking really tasty. So appreciate Shaun and Mike sending this one my way. Thank you very much, guys. This is, I want to try more from Lone Pine now. And, good first impression from them. So that was OJ from Lone Pine Brewing Company, 4.25 out of 5. Appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. And until the next one, cheers.